Hey guys, before this video starts, I would like to say something. On my Final Cut Pro editor, my screen is not filming the entire thing. I need to figure out what's going on. So for now, next week's video will not be as bad as this. So I'm sorry, but I don't know what YouTube sees, so this is just what I'm seeing. So thank you for listening to me talk. Also, I'd like to welcome you to my new YouTube channel, and instead of hating on me how my editing sucks or whatever, why don't you give me some constructive criticism so I know what to do better next time. You can recommend what I should add in. I can make a second episode on Scotland, just not now, and what did I miss, what do you want to know, just all this other things, just constructive criticism, not hating, so I know.
In today's episode of Around the World with Olive, we have the wonderful country of Scotland. Let's get into it.
Hey guys, welcome to Around the World with Olive, and today in this video we are sponsored by Scotland, a beautiful land of Scottish people where they wear kilts and they play candle toss, where they basically just throw an entire tree across the field, a little bit like this. That was pretty accurate. So in order to show my Scottish pride,
They'll never take our freedom!
I wore my blue and white bandana. So let's get right into this video. First off, let's show the flag, and let's get into the information on the flag. The Scottish flag is basically blue and white. They call the flag St. Andrew's Cross of the Solitary. Adapted in the 15th century, it has a white X shape on the flag, which you can see with a blue field. To represent the cross of the patron saint of Scotland. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'll explain. St. Andrew on the blue field, which St. Andrew was believed to be one of the 12 disciples of Jesus Christ. It's believed that he was crucified as well. The Romans were threatened and he was spreading the wrong ideas, they said. He didn't feel like he was good enough to be crucified on the cross like Jesus Christ, so he decided to be crucified on an X. He was also fascinated by this too, so they decided to make a resemblance on him on their flag, and this was adapted in the 15th century. Let's get into culture. The first thing in culture we're going to talk about is their traditions. The Scottish loved this annually played game, in quotations, called the Highland Games, including a mix of culture, sports, music, and community. It is held in the springtime and the summer. This is a way of celebrating the Celtic culture. Let me just tell you a list of things you will need. You will need kilts, bagpipes, and the camera toss. Coach, just once again, throw a freaking tree across the field. That's wonderful. That sounds like a wonderful idea. In August are the biggest games. There's 3,500 competitors and 23,000 spectators. The Highland Games were officially been taking place since 1866, but it's been also taking place long before that with sheep and animals and fireballs instead of just like a regular pole. So for the wars, this is how they would take their wars, and they would basically be awesome. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Scottish food. They always have a way of making food sound so delicious, especially like this right here. Let me give you a list of the Scottish food. For example, haggis, shortbread, coal and skink, oatcake, minced tatties. No, I did not say what you just think I said. Tatties with a T-A-T. T-A-T, okay? Chan, scone, Larna sausage, porridge, cludies. Oh, he has cludies. No, he has cuties, not cludies. Can you remember? Cludies, here's an image of cludies. Cuties. Cooties. Something that you don't want. Deep fried Mars bar. That sounds a little bit like an American tradition. Are you sure this is Scottish? Hello, is this Scottish? Yeah, it's Scottish. Okay. Macaroni soup and etc. Man, I'm really hungry. I'm gonna go get me some haggis. Next thing in the Scottish culture is their music. Well, duh, they play the bagpipes. Let me hear the clip. And last thing in the Scottish culture we're going to talk about is the religion. Scottish is not the type of people that would judge you on your religion. For example, 53.8% of the Scottish are Christian, 32% being Roman Catholic, 0.1% Islam, 0.3% Hinduism, 0.2% Buddhism, sorry if I'm saying any of these wrong, and 0.2% Sikhism, and the rest not having a clarified religion. The next thing we're going to talk about is the Scottish looks. The Scottish women tend to be very curvy, and now for both genders, they have pale skin and they eyes, wavy hair, and red or brown hair. Long body with short legs. Now let me give you a picture. Ha ha, real funny. No, like a real picture. I get it. I'm Scottish. You don't have to make fun of me for being Scottish. Also, click this little icon here if you want me to do German or any other country that lists here, because my next culture that I clearly am, or German that I want to learn a little more about, but just click one of these things that you want me to talk about next on Around the World with Olive. The next thing we're going to talk about, the Scottish climate, landscapes, and animals. Well, let's just get right into it. So let's talk about the Scottish climate. The Scottish climate is very temperate and it can be changed really easy. It's warmed by the Gulf Stream from the Atlantic. Oh my God, the Atlantic Ocean. Whew, that was something hard to say. The next thing we're going to talk about, the Scottish landscapes. Scottish people have very beautiful landscapes, and in Scotland basically created this. So let me just tell you what's in there. There are magical forests and woodlands, the northern lights, glens, gardens and perks, mountains and hills, beaches, and the Highland stones, which are a very famous stone that people like to visit, plus a bunch of other famous stone areas that people visit. The last thing we're going to talk about is Scottish animals. Scottish animals include the Scottish Terrier, Shetland Pony, Scottish Deerhound, and the Scottish Fold, which is an adorable freaking cat. I want one now. Next thing that you guys can probably say, let's get right through this, is the Scottish economy, which is I kind of find interesting. So you guys can just listen through. I'm gonna get through this real quick. So we're gonna talk about the economy, what money they use trading, and how good it is. So the Scottish basically use the basic English pound because they're part of the UK technically, and there's no such thing as a British accent because technically they would all have a British accent because they're all from the UK. They export seafood. They are the third largest producers of farmed Atlantic salmon. They export 40 bottles of whiskey every second. They export textiles, oil and gases, renewable tech, etc. The top market exporters are the USA, Netherlands, France, and Germany. I couldn't find any information on how good their economy is, but I do know their economy is way better than England. So that's what I found. Now we're going to talk about the Scottish schools, which if you live in America, be lucky because now you have to go through, in Scotland, 15 years of school instead of 12 years of school. So they start school when they're 3 years old and go up all the way till they were 17. If they had to go all the way up to they were 18, they would be going to school for 16 years. They have to go through two preschools, one called ante preschool, and one called regular preschool. Then primary school 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then they also have to go through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years, which they just called the first year, second year, and third year, and fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, and stuff like that. And then you can go through college for 3 years. Now, who is like the original Scot? Now, this is just the extra facts. I was going to do history, but the Scottish history was very long, and this video can't be too long, but there's like a country who has like this video is too long already. So if you guys want to go find out some more information on Scottish history, you can research it yourself. But I do know there's no such thing as a true Scot, because they are a mix of races, and Scotland was actually the first melting pot. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe for more Around the World with Olive. And don't forget, click that little icon up there and click which country I want to do next, because you get to decide. This is your show, this is my show. This is a show where we represent. And sorry, my hair is really wet. I love Scotland, so I have a blue and white banana. And I'm going to be posting every Sunday, so make sure to get your votes in there for next Sunday. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.
This is gospel for the fallen ones, locked away in permanent slumber, assembling their philosophies from pieces of broken memories. Oh, 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 oh. The gnashing teeth and criminal tongues conspire against the odds, but they haven't seen the best of us yet. If you love me,